When I think about the importance of his story, the big story was not what he did, but how he did it. The fact that he only won 5 races with his little crew, who to this day, we fondly refer to each other as Kulwickiites.
His goal was to win everything, and he did, you know, but at the time when we were all being hired, we didn't realize that was going to happen.
He never gave up. I mean, he never gave up on himself. He never gave up on his team.
Alan was the business manager, chief strategist, and the team engineer, all while driving that car at 200 miles an hour.
I think if you dig back through the history books of NASCAR, it's going to be hard to top everything that went on in 1992. You've got Bill Elliott driving for Junior Johnson. Then you've got Davey Allison driving for Robert Yates Racing that I was with. But then I think you had the underdog, Alan Kulwicki, a single team driver owner, very few employees, but he goes to Atlanta as a player in his championship. But a big key was you would get 5 points for leading a lap, and you would get 5 points for leading the most laps.
That 5-point bonus was the difference in who would be champion.
Watching the 7 and watching the 11 battle for this championship, they kept swapping the lead back and forth.
Those guys were passing each other 2 and 3 times on the same lap.
Well, he knew how far out he was. He knew how many points it was from first to second. He knew how many points it was for leading the most laps.
This was Alan Kulwicki inside that race car, inside that 7 car driving, that was doing the calculating himself.
He was a driving computer. I mean, the things he thought of in that car, you're like, how do you do that, you know?
The white flag is out.
So on that day, Kulwicki led 103 laps.
There is less than 1 lap to go around this 1.5 mile.
If you go back and to see that it was only 1 more lap
Right.
for the 7 car.
Bill Elliott and Junior Johnson could have been sitting at the front table at the Waldorf celebrating the championship instead of Mighty Mouse there.
Is coming off of corner number 4, knowing that he's winning the championship. There's the checkered flag for Allen. He's the champion for
I think that shows a lot of people that, hey, it can be done. You just got to put your nose to the grindstone and make it happen.
About 4 or 5 months later, on April the 1st, when we lost Alan Kulwicki in that plane crash flying into Bristol, it became a little clearer to me maybe why we didn't win that championship, that was Alan's time. It's the only championship he would get to celebrate.
Because of the way this race turned out, the fan base, the fan base that followed it, you know, it was huge. So for us to be here, to be able to talk about it and continue to talk about Alan's legacy and talk about Alan in general is just a lot of fun, and it's heartbreaking, but you know, just glad to be here.
It's hard. It is hard. Like I say, there's certain things that you connected with. The man brought out the best in you, and that's not everybody can do that.
You know, I didn't set out to try to be an example or anything like that, but if I am one in the process, well, great. Maybe that'll motivate some other people to go on and try to do this.